either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Florida Gators and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Tigers' offense will go on the attack first. A year ago, it was the Tigers who were able to find a way to slip past the Gators.
I think a big key in that game was it was the Tigers' playmakers offensively stepping up in big moments late in the game. They're going to need that again today. There are a lot of one-on-one matchups out there where the LSU Tigers feel like they have the advantage, and that's got to demonstrate itself in this one.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a 5 yards. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. LSU will get a first down. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin is the head coach. Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Levitt comes in from the portal in ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game, throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback. This thing should be lights out, I think.
And Lane Kiffin always delivers, right? Like, he finds a way to have that spot play at a high level. Sam Levitt.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Durham. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Florida Gators offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Runs through a tackle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Using his legs, it's Pryor. There's a little room there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's got it again. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Handoff for Ball. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. You think about guys like Quinshon Judkins and Kejuan Lacey. They always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of opportunities for the running backs this year.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. LSU quick to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That brings them to within one.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up, and here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
I'll tell you what, this receiver's not that tall, but because of that one-handed catch, he just showed you a massive catch radius. Wow.
He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Lowers those pads. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 14-6. An 84-yard drive there. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Trying to run, it's Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right.
Caught, and he's got room. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ball. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting, and if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. LSU right back to the line. He'll try to get to the marker himself.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
And what a run. When you're an offensive coordinator, you're backed up. You're just trying to create some space to get out of your own end zone, and it's always a nice bonus when you pop one and create some serious space for your offense and some momentum going forward.
Great. Defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Could be an alley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Ball. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Gators in the hurry up. To the air on 2nd down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss may great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the wideout. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Complete out left to Wilson. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Buckeyes on top right now in a battle of one-loss teams. And I say it all the time, but I really believe the team that can win the turnover battle will be the team that comes out with the W. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. A touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the extra point was good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
LSU's head coach told me at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys?
All right, Holly.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Here's a give to Durham. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Maybe a crease. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. LSU quick to the line. They'll run it. It's Durham. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Watkins. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball. They want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum, but keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thanks. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job by the offense. They're setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. LSU right back to the line.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Ball again. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators have their offense in high gear.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On the move. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody.
Maybe some room here. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Jaden one more time. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Moving away from pressure. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Gators sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards.
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The short hands, it's Singleton. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. In the red area, it's Ball. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Ball again. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Gets rid of it. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in bounds. LSU quick to the line.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The Tigers will have it first and 10.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Could not make his way to the corner. Now facing a third and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just hands That last play, you could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended...
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to Caden Durham. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also...
zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Hey, guys, down here on the LSU sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Bring in the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. LSU right back to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into...
Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to throw it. Complete. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it up.
Makes a deep grab. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Still on his feet. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Handoff, Caden Durham. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And he got it! And they tied the game inside a minute to go in regulation.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the move from inside his spot. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. A touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see 1 return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Levitt. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's taking a deep shot. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.